Welcome back to Midday Live. Time for us to do sports. I am Nana Kojo Afred. Today on Sport on Midday Live, we'll go into the Commission of Inquiry sitting that has been taking place for 21 days. A lot of revelations have come up for a discussion, and definitely I know that you have been following them at home. But one man who has been covering the Commission of Inquiry sitting is Gary Al Smith. He works with City FM. Gary, thank you very much for joining us on Midday Live. Gary, the Commission of Inquiry sitting, some of the things that you hear are mind-blowing, they are mind-boggling. You just can't imagine that as a nation, if we were to go to a tournament and all of these issues crop up, how then does a team do very well at the World Cup? It's so unbearable. You just can't imagine. Run us through some of the talking points at the Commission of Inquiry sitting.
Well, for the entire 21 days, or for the moment, for the entire 21 days, some of them have been well documented, but I think we could group them into three major parts. Into conflict of interest. We've seen a lot of incidences of conflicts of interest. We've seen a lot of incidences of plain negligence, and we've seen wastage as well. So these are the three broad themes that we've seen in this Commission of Inquiry. Plus, if we can add a fourth, it is the fact that a lot of officials were given mandates without contracts, and that has been worrying. But in the past, 24 hours or so, we saw the very interesting revelations that the Ghanaian authorities actually paid an Angolan agent $20,000 almost, just to essentially give directions to supermarkets. And that's another fact that's come up in the last 24 hours. And then today, there's some pretty interesting things happened. We expected the appearance of Mr. Alex Mould, who is the acting CEO of the Ghana National Petroleum Corporation. He did come, and within the first 10 minutes we had understood that the Black Stars, that is the GFA, had indeed taken monies from the Ghana National Petroleum Corporation as per the testimony given today, even though the GNPC had already paid for those monies. And anybody who understands international football knows that when a team like the Black Stars is invited for friendly matches, the agent who invites you will pay for your accommodation, for your visa fees, for your transport and other logistics as well. But we heard from Mr. Alex Mould today that they also paid for such things. But after that, then the pictures went off, so we couldn't really ascertain what really happened. But some of the things have been, they've been mind-boggling. Mind-boggling.
For instance, you have caterers who are to go to Brazil and then cook for the team. At a point in time, it was 34 Ghana cedis, then it metamorphosed to $35, and all of that. You have inconsistencies with the kind of testimonies that are given at the commission. First of all, was that one where the minister said that all three agents that were supposed to take the supporters to Brazil formed a consortium, and clearly, from all the indications they had, they realized that there was nothing such as a consortium.
Well, as for the inconsistencies, it's been a permanent feature of this Commission of Inquiry, and as the Commission have repeatedly said, they are an inquisitorial body. They are not a prosecutorial, meaning that they are not there to prosecute anybody. But I think that the moral victory they have scored so far in the 21 days has been massive, and we've seen it especially in that game that the Black Stars played with Uganda in Kumasi. I, for one, I personally think that the so-called apathy that was swept the nation as regards the Black Stars was largely due to some of the shocking things we heard from the Commission of Inquiry. So yes, indeed, even if they don't prosecute anybody, in the court of public opinion and in the court of perception, I think that the Commission would have won, and they would have had a big victory. Because take, for example, the GNPC, who are the major sponsors of the Black Stars. Within 20 minutes of Alex Mould sitting, we had established that there was a lot of laxity in the way monies were spent. So it means that with the African Cup of Nations now coming in 2015, if the GFA presents a budget to the people of Ghana, to anybody, they are going to make sure that even if we don't see it, as was in the World Cup example, where we never saw the budget, there were fights and all that in the media, even if we don't see it, the people who are to make sure that those budgets are ratified and the spending officers will be diligent and they'll be careful next time.
Gary, thank you very much
for having me
on Midday. So I was speaking to Gary Al Smith on the Commission of Inquiry. Midday is back with more. Please stay tuned.